Part 3. Avoiding the Hidden Traps. Chapter 9. The Fruit Graveyard Problem. If there is one trap that destroys more kitchens than anything else, it's fruit. Fruit looks harmless. Fruit looks simple. Fruit looks like easy points. But fruit is the silent killer of kitchen flow. Most players don't realize how dangerous fruit dishes are until it's too late, until their entire system is clogged, their crops are off-cycle, their animals are starving, and their stations are empty. Fruit is the #1 cause of broken rhythms, stalled production, wasted crops, wasted time, pantry imbalance, player burnout. This chapter exists because fruit is the trap almost everyone falls into, and almost no one understands why. Why fruit is a problem. Fruit has 3 major issues that make it uniquely disruptive. 1. Long regrow times. Fruit takes forever to come back. While your normal crops cycle smoothly, fruit sits there hogging space and refusing to cooperate. This breaks your planting rhythm instantly. 2. Low value for the cost. Fruit dishes look fancy, but they're not worth the resources they drain. You spend more time waiting than earning. It's a terrible return on investment. 3. It hijacks your production chain. Fruit doesn't feed animals. Fruit doesn't support stations. Fruit doesn't contribute to your core kitchen flow. It's a dead end in the chain, a resource sink with no benefit to the rest of your system. How fruit creates a graveyard. Here's what happens to most players. They harvest fruit because an order asks for it. They wait while the fruit takes forever to regrow. They stop planting normal crops while they're waiting. They run their animals out of feed. They let animal products dry up. They let stations stall. They let orders pile up. They panic and start scrambling. By the time the fruit finally grows, the entire kitchen is already collapsing. That patch of fruit becomes a graveyard, a dead zone where your flow goes to die. Why skipping fruit is smart play. Skipping fruit isn't laziness. It's strategy. Fruit dishes break your crop cycle, doesn't support your production chain, waste your time, offer low rewards, create bottlenecks, disrupt your rhythm. Skipping fruit protects your kitchen. You're not missing out. You're avoiding a trap. When fruit is actually safe. There are only 2 situations where fruit is harmless. 1. When you have a dedicated fruit patch. A small, controlled area that doesn't interfere with your main crops. This is optional, not required. 2. When you're in downtime and want a slow project. If your kitchen is fully stable and you're just passing time, fruit can be a side task. But it should never be part of your core chain. The calm kitchen rule. Fruit is optional, not essential. You can play the entire game without touching fruit and never suffer for it. In fact, most players would be better off if they ignored fruit completely. Your kitchen stays stable. Your crops stay synced. Your animals stay fed. Your stations stay stocked. Your orders stay smooth. Fruit is the one ingredient that gives nothing back to the system. A calm kitchen avoids anything that breaks the flow, and fruit is the biggest flow breaker in the game. Chapter 10. Why animal products run out. If there's one shortage that sends players into full panic mode, it's animal products. Milk, eggs, bacon, cream. These disappear faster than anything else in the game, and most players have no idea why. They think, I need more animals. I need to feed more often. I need to stockpile more. But none of that fixes the problem. Animal products don't run out because you're not producing enough. They run out because your system is out of sync. This chapter breaks down the real reasons behind the shortages and how to stop them permanently. Reason 1. Crops aren't cycling properly. Animals don't produce anything without feed. If your crops aren't planted regularly, your animals starve quietly in the background. Most players don't notice this until it's too late. A single missed crop cycle can cause empty barns, stalled production, empty stations, delayed orders. Animal shortages almost always start in the fields, not the barn. Reason 2. Players only feed when they're desperate. Chaos players feed animals reactively. Oh, I'm out of milk. Better feed the cows. I need eggs. Time to feed the chickens. By the time they notice the shortage, the damage is already done. A calm kitchen feeds animals on schedule, not in crisis mode. Feeding is part of the rhythm, not a reaction. Reason 3. Stations drain animal products faster than players realize. Most players underestimate how many animal products go into cream, cheese, butter, baked goods, sub-dishes. Stations are the biggest consumers of animal products, not table orders. If your stations are constantly running, your animal products will vanish unless you're replacing what you use. This is why use, replace, restock is essential. Reason 4. Overproduction in stations. This is a sneaky one. Players think they're being smart by making 10 dough, 12 cheese, 8 sauces, but every one of those items drains animal products. Overproduction is one of the fastest ways to empty your barn. A calm kitchen produces moderate amounts, not mountains. Reason 5. Ignoring the production chain hierarchy. When players start with orders instead of the chain, they end up trying to cook dishes they're not prepared for. This leads to emergency cream, emergency cheese, emergency sauces, and emergency cooking drains animal products instantly. When you follow the chain, crops, animals, products, stations, orders, shortages disappear. Reason 6. Downtime is used for maintenance. Animal products don't refill themselves. If you're not collecting, regularly feeding, regularly checking levels during downtime, your barn will always be empty when you need it most. Downtime is where shortages are prevented. How to stop animal shortages permanently. A calm kitchen keeps animal products stable by 1. Planting crops consistently. Crops feed animals. Animals feed your kitchen. Never let crops stall. 2. Feeding animals on schedule. Not when you're desperate, when it's time. 3. Replacing what you use. If you use 2 milk, replace 2 milk. Simple. Effective. Foolproof. 4. Avoiding overproduction. Make what you need, not what you think you need. 5. Using downtime wisely. Top off your barn while something long cooks. 6. Following the chain. Crops, animals, products, stations, orders. Always in that order. The result? A barn that never runs dry. When your system is in sync, animal products become steady, predictable, reliable, stress-free. You stop panicking. You stop scrambling. You stop waiting on timers. Your barn becomes a quiet, stable part of your kitchen, exactly the way it should be. Chapter 11. The cost of bad table orders. Most players think table orders are harmless. They see a dish, tap, cook, and hope for the best. But table orders are the final step of the production chain, and when you choose the wrong ones, the consequences ripple backward through your entire kitchen. Bad table orders don't just waste time. They break your rhythm. They drain your pantry. They stall your stations. They choke your production chain. They create shortages you won't feel until it's too late. This chapter explains why some orders are harmless, some are profitable, and some are absolute kitchen destroyers. What makes a table order bad? A bad table order is any order that drains rare ingredients, requires slow sub-dishes, disrupts your crop cycle, consumes too many animal products, forces emergency cooking, breaks your station flow, offers low rewards for high cost. Most players don't evaluate orders at all. They just fill whatever pops up. That's how chaos starts. A calm kitchen evaluates every order before committing. The hidden costs players don't see. 1. Ingredient drain. Some dishes look simple, but quietly consume multiple animal products, multiple sub-dishes, long timer items. You don't feel the damage immediately, but your pantry does. 2. Station disruption. If an order forces you to cook dough, cheese, sauces, baked goods, when you weren't prepared, it throws your entire station rhythm off balance. 3. Timer cascades. One long dish can delay restocking, feeding, planting, maintenance cycles. A single bad order can create a chain reaction of delays. 4. Opportunity cost. Every minute spent on a low-value dish is a minute you're not maintaining your pantry, preparing high-value dishes, keeping your kitchen floating. Bad orders steal your time. The worst offenders. 1. Fruit dishes. You already know this one. They break your crop cycle and give nothing back. 2. Multi-layer sub-dish orders. Anything that requires dough, baked item, final dish, cheese,
sauce.
Final dish. Multiple station steps. These are time sinks disguised as normal orders. 3. High animal product drainers. Some dishes quietly consume milk, eggs, multiples of bacon. These are barn killers. 4. Low reward, high-cost dishes. If the reward doesn't match the ingredient drain, skip it. Your kitchen is worth more than a few coins. How to identify good orders. Good orders. Use fast ingredients. Use stable station items. Don't break your rhythm. Don't require emergency cooking. Don't drain your barn. Don't disrupt your crop cycle. Offers fair rewards for the cost. A calm kitchen thrives on predictable, low-stress orders. The calm kitchen rule. You don't have to fill everything. This is the mindset shift most players never make. You are not obligated to fill every order. You are not punished for skipping. You are not falling behind by choosing wisely. Skipping bad orders protects your kitchen. It preserves your rhythm. It keeps your pantry stable. It prevents shortages before they happen. A calm kitchen chooses its orders intentionally, not emotionally. The result? Orders become easy. When you stop accepting bad orders, your stations stay stocked, your barn stays stable, your crops stay synced, your pantry stays balanced, your kitchen stays calm. Orders stop being stressful. They become the smooth final step of a system that's already working. Chapter 12. How to prevent bottlenecks before they happen. Most players only recognize a bottleneck when they're already stuck. They run out of milk or dough, or crops or sauces, and suddenly the entire kitchen grinds to a halt. They scramble to fix the problem, but by then the damage is already done. A calm kitchen doesn't wait for bottlenecks. A calm kitchen prevents them. Bottlenecks aren't random. They're predictable. They follow patterns. They show up in the same places for the same reasons. Once you understand where bottlenecks come from, you can stop them long before they ever reach your pantry. What a bottleneck actually is. A bottleneck is any point in your production chain where demand exceeds supply. It's not about running out, it's about falling behind. Bottlenecks happen when crops aren't planted consistently, animals aren't fed on schedule, stations aren't restocked, downtime isn't used, bad orders drain resources, the chain is ignored. Every bottleneck is a symptom of a deeper issue. The 3 most common bottlenecks. 1. Animal products. The number 1 bottleneck in the game. They disappear fast and require consistent crop cycles to stay stable. 2. Station items. Dough, cheese, sauces, baked goods. These drain ingredients quietly and quickly. 3. Crops. If crops stall, everything above them collapses. These 3 areas are where chaos begins. How to prevent bottlenecks before they start. 1. Follow the production chain always. Crops, animals, products, stations, orders. This order prevents 90% of bottlenecks by itself. When you respect the chain supports you. 2. Replace what you use. If you use 1 dough, make 1 dough. If you use 2 cheese, make 2 cheese. This keeps your levels stable without overproduction. 3. Use downtime for maintenance. While something long cooks, you feed animals, collect products, refill stations, check crop levels, reset your pantry. Downtime is where bottlenecks are prevented. 4. Skip bad orders. If an order drains, fruit, multiple animal products, long subdishes, multi-layer recipes, it's a bottleneck waiting to happen. Skipping protects your system. 5. Keep crops cycling. Never let your field sit empty. Crops are the foundation of everything. 6. Avoid overproduction. Making 10 dough just in case is how you drain your barn dry. Moderation keeps the chain healthy. How to spot a bottleneck before it hits. A calm kitchen watches for early signs. Station items dropping faster than usual. Animals running low on feed. Crops not lining up with your rhythm. Pantry levels dipping below your comfort zone. Downtime feeling too empty. Orders forcing emergency cooking. These are warnings, not crises. When you catch them early, you fix them effortlessly. The calm kitchen philosophy. Stay ahead, don't catch up. Chaos players spend their entire game trying to catch up. Calm players never fall behind in the first place. Preventing bottlenecks is about Rhythm awareness, maintenance, intention, disciplined. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. When you prevent bottlenecks before they happen, your kitchen becomes smooth, predictable, stress-free, efficient, calm. This is how you stay in flow. Part 4. Advanced Optimization. Chapter 13. Station Syncing. Station syncing is one of the most powerful optimization techniques in Star Chef 2, and one of the least understood. Most players treat stations as isolated tasks. Make dough when you need dough, make cheese when you need cheese, make sauces when an order demands it. That reactive approach is exactly why their kitchens feel chaotic. A calm kitchen syncs stations so they move together, support each other, and stay stocked without ever overwhelming your pantry or draining your animal products. Station syncing isn't about speed. It's about timing, balance, and flow. What station syncing actually means. Station syncing is the practice of aligning your station cycles so they finish around the same time, refill during the same downtime windows, drain ingredients at a predictable rate, never force emergency cooking, never collide with crop or animal cycles. When stations move together, your kitchen becomes smooth and predictable. When stations move independently, your kitchen becomes chaotic. Why station syncing matters. 1. It prevents ingredient spikes. If dough finishes at one time, cheese at another, sauces at another, and baked goods at another, your pantry gets hit with random drains all day long. Synced stations drain ingredients in a controlled, predictable rhythm. 2. It makes downtime more efficient. When multiple stations finish together, you can refill them all during the same downtime window. This is how you stay ahead without working harder. 3. It eliminates emergency cooking. Emergency cooking is the #1 flow breaker in the game. Synced stations prevent it entirely. 4. It keeps your barn stable. Animal products disappear fast when stations are out of sync. Syncing keeps consumption steady. How to sync your stations. Step 1. Identify your core stations. These are the stations that matter most to your flow. Dough, cheese, sauces, baked goods, any long timer subdish station. These stations should move together. Step 2. Set a comfortable baseline. Most calm kitchens use 6 to 8 dough, 6 to 8 cheese, 4 to 6 sauces, 4 to 6 baked goods. Not too much. Not too little, just enough to stay stable. Step 3. Refill them in the same window. This is the heart of syncing. When one station finishes, check the others. If dough is low, top it off. If cheese is low, top it off. If sauces are low, top them off. You're not maxing them out, you're aligning them. Step 4. Use long timers as sync anchors. Garlic bread, dairy, and sauces often take the longest. Use those timers as your sync anchors. While they cook, refill dough, refill cheese, refill quick stations, check animal products, check crops. This creates a natural rhythm. Step 5. Replace what you use. If you use 1 dough, make 1 dough. If you use 2 cheese, make 2 cheese. This keeps stations aligned without overproduction. How you know your stations are synced. Your kitchen will feel smooth, predictable, stable. You'll notice fewer shortages, fewer emergency cooks, fewer ingredient spikes, fewer barn drains, fewer stalled orders. Your downtime will feel productive instead of frantic. Your stations will finish in clusters instead of random bursts. Your kitchen will breathe in a steady rhythm. The result? A kitchen that runs itself. When your stations are synced, your pantry stays balanced, your barn stays stable, your crops stay in rhythm, your orders stay easy, your flow stays unbroken. This is one of the biggest turning points in the entire game. Once your stations move together, your whole kitchen becomes effortless. Chapter 14. Pantry Reset Cycles. A pantry reset is one of the simplest, most effective ways to keep your kitchen stable, yet most players never do it. They let their pantry drift out of balance, ingredients spike or crash, and eventually the whole system starts wobbling. A pantry reset is how you bring everything back into alignment. It's not dramatic. It's not complicated. It's not stressful. It's a quiet, intentional moment where you restore order to your kitchen so the next cycle runs smoothly. A calm kitchen doesn't wait for chaos. A calm kitchen resets before chaos begins. What a pantry reset actually is. A pantry reset is a short maintenance cycle where you refill stations, top off animal products, check crop levels, clear out bad orders, stabilize ingredient counts, realign your production chain. It's a small pause that prevents big problems. Think of it like tidying your kitchen between meals, not a deep clean, just a quick reset, so the next round is smooth. Why pantry resets matter. 1. They prevent shortages. Most shortages don't come from lack of production. They come from lack of awareness. A reset catches dips before they become disasters. 2. They keep stations synced. When you refill stations during the same window, they stay aligned. This is the backbone of flow. 3. They protect your barn. Animal products disappear fast. A reset ensures your barn never hits zero. 4. They keep crops cycling. A quick glance at your fields during a reset keeps your crop rhythm intact. 5. They reduce mental load. A reset clears the clutter. You start fresh, calm, and in control. When to do a pantry reset. A pantry reset fits naturally into your gameplay rhythm. The best times are 1. During long timers. Garlic bread, baked goods, sauces. These give you perfect reset windows. 2. After a wave of orders. When you've just filled several tables, your pantry needs attention. 3. When stations finish together. This is your cue to realign everything. 4. When you feel off. If something feels out of sync, it probably is. A reset fixes it. How to do a pantry reset, step by step. Step 1. Check stations. Refill anything that dropped below your comfort level. Not to max, just to stable. Step 2. Check animal products. Collect what's ready. Feed animals if needed. Make sure nothing is dipping too low. Step 3. Check crops. Plan if fields are empty. Harvest if something is ready. Keep the cycle moving. Step 4. Clear bad orders. If an order will break your rhythm, delete it. Protect your system. Step 5. Replace what you used. If you used 1 dough, make 1 dough. If you used 2 cheese, make 2 cheese. This locks your pantry back into balance. What a good reset feels like. A good pantry reset feels like a deep breath, a clean slate, a fresh cycle, a return to flow. Your kitchen becomes quiet again, predictable again, stable again. You're not scrambling. You're not guessing. You're not reacting. You're simply maintaining the system you built. The result, a kitchen that never spirals. When you reset regularly, shortages disappear, stations stay synced, crops stay on rhythm, animal products stay stable, orders stay easy, your kitchen stays calm. Pantry resets are the secret weapon of every high-level player who never seems to struggle. They're not lucky. They're not grinding. They're not faster than you. They're resetting. Chapter 15. Managing Downtime. Downtime is the most misunderstood resource in Star Chef 2. Most players treat it like waiting time, a dead zone where nothing is happening and nothing can be done. They stare at timers, tap around aimlessly, or simply close the game until something finishes. That's why their kitchens fall apart. Downtime isn't empty. Downtime is maintenance time. It's the quiet space where you stabilize your pantry, refill your stations, feed your animals, and prepare for the next wave of orders. It's the difference between a kitchen that stays ahead and a kitchen that's always trying to catch up. A calm kitchen doesn't waste downtime. A calm kitchen uses downtime to stay in flow. What downtime actually is. Downtime is any moment when a long timer item is cooking, a station is occupied, a crop cycle is running, an order is waiting on a sub-dish. You're between waves of table orders. These windows may be short, but they're powerful. Downtime is where you refill, reset, realign, stabilize, prepare. It's the heartbeat of your kitchen. Why downtime matters. 1. It prevents shortages. Most shortages don't happen because you're not producing enough. They happen because you didn't use downtime to refill what you used. 2. It keeps stations synced. When you refill stations during downtime, they finish together. This is the foundation of station syncing. 3. It protects your barn. Feeding animals during downtime keeps your barn stable and prevents sudden crashes in milk, eggs, or bacon. 4. It maintains your crop rhythm. A quick glance at your fields during downtime keeps your planting cycle intact. 5. It reduces stress. When you use downtime intentionally, the game stops feeling like a race and starts feeling like a routine. How to use downtime effectively. 1. Refill stations. If dough is low, top it off. If cheese is low, top it off. If sauces are low, top them off. Not to max, just to stable. 2. Check animal products. Collect what's ready. Feed animals if needed. Make sure nothing is dipping too low. 3. Check crops. Plan if fields are empty. Harvest if something is ready to keep the cycle moving. 4. Replace what you used. If you used 1 dough, make 1 dough. If you used 2 cheese, make 2 cheese. This keeps your pantry balanced. 5. Clear bad orders. If an order will break your rhythm, delete it. Protect your system. 6. Prepare for the next wave. Downtime is the perfect moment to stabilize before orders hit again. The downtime mindset. Chaos players think downtime is boring. Calm players know downtime is where the magic happens. Downtime is quiet, intentional, productive, stabilizing, grounding. It's the moment where you breathe, reset, and keep your kitchen floating. What good downtime feels like. When you use downtime correctly, your kitchen feels smooth, predictable, stable, calm. You're not scrambling. You're not reacting. You're not waiting on timers. You're maintaining the system you built. The result, a kitchen that never falls behind. When you manage downtime well, shortages disappear. Stations stay synced. Crops stay on rhythm. Animal products stay stable. Orders stay easy. Your kitchen stays calm. Downtime is the secret weapon of every high-level player who never seems stressed. They're not lucky. They're not faster. They're not grinding. They're using downtime. Chapter 16. Keeping your kitchen floating. A floating kitchen is the end goal of everything you've built so far. It's the state where your system runs so smoothly that nothing feels urgent, nothing feels chaotic, and nothing ever blindsides you. Your kitchen becomes predictable, stable, and almost effortless. Most players never reach this point because they're always reacting. A floating kitchen is the opposite. It's proactive, intentional, and steady. This chapter shows what a floating kitchen looks like, how it behaves, and how to keep it that way. What floating actually means. A floating kitchen is one where crops are always cycling, animals are always fed, animal products are always stable, stations are always stocked, orders are always easy, downtime is always productive, nothing ever hits zero, nothing ever overflows. Your kitchen moves like a quiet, steady current. You're not fighting the game, you're flowing with it. The 4 pillars of a floating kitchen. 1. The production chain is always respected. Crops, animals, products, stations, orders. This order never changes. It's the backbone of your entire system. When you follow the chain, your kitchen stays balanced. 2. Stations stay synced. Your dough, cheese, sauces, and baked goods finish in clusters. You refill them during the same downtime windows. Nothing ever forces emergency cooking. This keeps your pantry stable and your barn protected. 3. Downtime is used intentionally. You don't stare at timers. You don't wait around. You use downtime to refill, reset, realign, stabilize. This is how you stay ahead without working harder. 4. Pantry resets keep everything balanced. A quick reset during long timers brings your entire kitchen back into alignment. This prevents shortages before they happen. How a floating kitchen feels in daily play. A floating kitchen feels calm, predictable, smooth, stable, low stress, low effort. You're not scrambling. You're not guessing. You're not reacting. You're simply maintaining the rhythm you built. You'll notice. Your barn never empties. Your stations never stall. Your crops never sit idle. Your orders never overwhelm you. Your pantry never spikes or crashes. Everything moves in a steady cycle. How to keep your kitchen floating. 1. Replace what you use. This is the heart of everything. If you use one dough, make one dough. If you use two cheese, make two cheese. 2. Protect your rhythm. Skip orders that break your flow. Avoid fruit traps. Don't overproduce. 3. Maintain your sink. Refill stations during the same windows. Use long timers as anchors. 4. Watch for early warning signs. A floating kitchen gives you subtle signals. A station dipping too low. Crops falling out of rhythm. Animal products dropping faster than usual. Fix these early, and your kitchen stays stable. 5. Reset regularly. A quick pantry reset keeps everything aligned. The result? Effortless gameplay. When your kitchen floats, the game becomes peaceful. Your decisions become automatic. Your stress disappears. Your progress accelerates. Your entire experience transforms. This is the point where Star Chef 2 stops feeling like a timer-chasing game and starts feeling like a calm, satisfying routine. A floating kitchen isn't luck. It's not grinding. It's not speed. It's the natural result of a system built with intention.